Ever wonder what happens when celebrities reach their breaking point? Today, we're counting down the moments when Hollywood's biggest stars didn't just shut down interviewers, they absolutely destroyed them. From Tom Cruise firing back over his personal life, to Robert Downey Jr. walking out of an interview, and Joaquin Phoenix calling out a reporter mid-question, you won't believe how these confrontations unfolded. But that's not all. Stick around for Jim Carrey's mind-bending response to a reporter and Megan Fox clapping back at rude comments. This is next-level Hollywood showdown at its finest. Stay tuned, because you do not want to miss these epic showdowns. Let's kick things off with Matthew McConaughey, who's known for his smooth southern charm and laid-back vibe, but even he couldn't keep things calm when Joy Behar decided to cross a line twice.
I was happy to be in his box, got to sit behind his parents, which was really awesome to see them when he brings them up and where they started.
Isn't he an
anti-vaxxer?
I believe so, yeah.
Joy Behar, out of nowhere, decided to take a shot at Novak Djokovic while Matthew was just trying to talk about how amazing it was to support his friend. But that wasn't the end of it. Things escalated when Joy decided to shift gears and question McConaughey's political aspirations, asking him if he could even get elected in Texas, given his stance on gun control.
Do you think he could get elected in Texas being anti-gun?
Do I think I could get elected in Texas being anti-gun? One thing about if me in politics is to give you a direct statement right there is be playing a game that I'm not interested in playing.
Okay,
to give you a direct statement right there.
Did you see that? The calmness, the directness. McConaughey didn't let it slide. He held his ground and made it clear that he wasn't about to get cornered. This right here is a masterclass in handling pressure. Up next, we've got a legendary moment from Tom Cruise. Now, Tom's no stranger to interviews, but when this one went from a friendly chat to a deeply personal invasion of privacy, Cruise flipped the switch in a way that left us all stunned.
Was Nicole the love of your life?
What do you mean, Peter?
You were married for 10 years.
Listen, we raised children. She's someone that I plan on getting married again.
The moment the interviewer asked about his ex-wife, Nicole Kidman, you could see Tom trying to keep his cool. But then, when the interviewer just wouldn't let it go, Tom dropped the hammer.
And do you have a relationship where you talk, it's a parenting relationship, and talk professionally about each other's work?
Listen, here's the thing, Peter.
Yeah.
You're stepping over a line now. You're stepping over a line. You know you are.
Well, I suppose they're questions that people want to know.
Peter, you want to know. Take responsibility for what you want to know. Don't say what other people. This is a conversation that I'm having with you right now.
You're right.
Okay, so I'm just telling you right now, okay? Just put your manners back in.
Ooh, that was it. Tom wasn't having it, and he made it crystal clear. The interviewer tried to backtrack, but Tom stood his ground, telling him to own up to his questions rather than hiding behind the excuse of what people want to know. Talk about putting someone in their place. Tom Cruise wasn't about to be disrespected, and this moment will go down as one of his most epic clapbacks. Now, not all of these moments are full of high-energy shutdowns. Sometimes it's a different kind of tension. Like with Lindsay Lohan, who found herself in the middle of an interview with David Letterman that quickly became an uncomfortable and heartbreaking experience.
To be in rehab now? And how long will you be in rehab?
3 months.
How many times have you been in rehab?
Several.
And how will this time be different? What are they rehabbing, first of all? What is on their list? What are they going to work on when you walk through the door?
We didn't discuss this in the pre-interview.
No.
Letterman thought it'd be funny to poke fun at Lindsay's struggles with rehab, but the look on her face says it all. She wasn't there to discuss her personal issues. She was there to promote her new movie. Letterman just kept pushing, making joke after joke, while Lindsay desperately tried to shift the focus back to her work.
You have to be in rehab May 2nd. Are you going to be there? You'll be there, right? Who's taking you to rehab? You don't want to talk about that either, right?
Oh, God.
When you go to the rehab, what do they do?
We're here for a movie.
We have to what?
Let's stay on the positive.
Oh, what?
Aside from that side of the positive.
Yeah.
You could see the hurt in her eyes, and by the end, it was clear that she was struggling to hold back tears. This interview is a tough watch because it shows just how harsh and disrespectful the media can be, especially when it comes to celebrities who are working through personal challenges. Now, next up is the one and only Robert Downey Jr., and this moment is pure drama. Downey was there to promote one of his Iron Man films, but things took a serious turn when the interviewer decided to go way off topic, asking RDJ about his past troubles and personal life.
Or that you came out of prison not being a liberal.
Are we promoting a movie? To me, the thing is that I'm certainly not going to backpedal on anything I've said, but I wouldn't say I'm a Republican or a liberal or a Democrat. I think when I was talking to the person who was doing the interview that day, and that just happened to be my opinion.
You could feel the atmosphere in the room change in an instant. Robert Downey Jr. tried to keep it professional, but the interviewer kept digging into his past. Finally, RDJ just wasn't having it.
You know, the dark periods you entered, and taking drugs and drinking and all of that. And I just wondered whether, you know, you think you're free of all of that, or whether that's still something.
I'm sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions, that's all.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you guys.
are you... Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you.
Do you...
You seem okay. It's just getting a little dinosaur in your...
No, look, I don't want to do that.
Boom. He just walked out, no explanation needed. The message was clear. RDJ wasn't going to let anyone dig into his past when he was there to talk about his work. And honestly, can you blame him? All right, let's talk about Joaquin Phoenix. Known for his intense and unpredictable personality, Joaquin was in the middle of promoting his film Joker when an interviewer made a huge mistake, asking if the movie could inspire real-world violence.
The movie obviously is about the Joker, but it goes beyond that. It's really about the mental state he was in. Can you tell me a little bit about what research or what kind of what you did to prepare for this? Because this was really an intense performance. What was kind of the process of getting into that mindset?
Isn't this old news? Isn't this old news? I feel like I've talked about this for 6 months.
You can see Joaquin go silent, processing the question. And then boom, he refuses to answer, standing up and walking out mid-interview. Yep, Phoenix wasn't having it. The interviewer tried to pull him back. But Joaquin wasn't there for the speculation.
And thank you so much for asking that question. My publicist is telling me I just need to go home.
This moment was raw and real. Exactly what you'd expect from Phoenix. Now, if you've ever watched a Jim Carrey interview, you know things can get, let's say, a little strange. But this next moment takes the cake. During an interview at New York Fashion Week, Jim was asked some pretty standard questions, and his response, absolutely mind-bending.
There's no meaning to any of this, so I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am. I mean, you got to admit it's completely meaningless.
He straight up tells the interviewer that life is meaningless, and this whole thing, yeah, it's pointless. The reporter was completely stunned, trying to keep up with Carrey's surreal responses. But Jim was off in his own world.
Well, they say they're celebrating icons inside.
Celebrating
Do you believe
icons.
in
Boy, that is just the absolute lowest aiming, possibility that we could come up with. It's like icons. Do you believe in icons? I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe that you exist, but there is a wonderful fragrance in the air. I don't believe in icons. I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality, beyond invention and disguise, beyond the red S that you wear on your chest that makes bullets bounce off. I believe that it's deeper than that. I believe we're a field of energy dancing for itself.
This wasn't your typical celebrity shutdown, but it was Jim Carrey at his finest, flipping the entire interview on its head and leaving everyone, including the interviewer, totally speechless. So there you have it. Whether it's Robert Downey Jr. walking out, Joaquin Phoenix keeping it real, Jim Carrey going full existential, these celebrities didn't just respond. They made a statement. Which one was your favorite? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next epic celebrity showdown.